Good morning. Welcome to the start of the...
Is it really?
It's a lovely morning. Welcome to the start of the 2018 theme park season here in the UK. And as you can hear by the noise of the rain on the roof of the car, the weather has cooked up a treat for us. We're also here really early. It's like half an hour until we're supposed to be here. So we're kind of sat in the car park at the Blackpool Pleasure Beach on our own at the moment. It's a proper Blackpool seagull over there. You can't see it through the rain. The killer seagull. At the entrance to the Pleasure Beach, doing some raining. Well, the Pleasure Beach entrance isn't raining, but the rain is raining on the Pleasure Beach entrance.
The rain is raining.
The rain is raining, Stevie. Imagine rain raining. You've not got a very impressed face on this morning.
I've not. You woke me up dead early to like come here and sit in a car for half an hour because we're dead early.
It'll be alright. We're better to be here early than late.
Half an hour?
Yeah, we are quite significantly early.
And now it's cold in the car.
I'll just put my jacket on, I'm warm now.
Yeah, you've got a massive coat.
A nice waterproof coat. Planned ahead, me. The seagull's coming to get us, David.
That is a big seagull.
Just inside the casino building here at our event registration. Never been in here before. It's quite nicely decorated. The carousel up there around the information desk in the middle. Pretty cool. We've got a load of leaflets here with various information about all the different shows that they do at the Pleasure Beach. Are you shivering?
Yeah.
We're stood in the draft here. You would move away from the draft a little bit. Move away from the draft and then you won't be drafty. I thought there was like a little animal on me then, but it's the strap off my backpack. I don't know if we said by the way, but we're on the Pleasure Beach Experience event. The Pleasure Beach Experience is kind of like the official fan club for Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and on days like this, so today's the opening day of the season here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and they've organised for us to go into the park an hour early before the general public, and from 10 till half 10 we've got half an hour of exclusive ride time on Avalanche, and then we're going to be on the first public trains of the big one this year, which should be exciting. Right, here we are. We're in the park for the 2018 season, Stevie, and we've got the umbrella protecting the camera.
Not protecting the me.
It's sort of over your head. Heading over to Avalanche for our exclusive ride time now. Our first look at the summit of the big one over there, and the turnaround over here, and beyond that in less than an hour, Stevie, in this lovely weather. It'll be interesting. Here we are arriving at Avalanche. Avalanche! Get inside. At least it'll be nice and dry in the station. The Revolution over there. Go on the Rev at some point today maybe. Teddy Bear Band up there.
Half an hour of that music.
Sending a train round on Avalanche. Ready to get us on in a minute. Stevie's on brolly duty. And we have now become brainwashed by the Avalanche theme music.
It's like Small World all over again.
We're on a change of plan, I think. There's something going wrong with Avalanche, we think. We're not sure. We're walking over here. Not sure on the slippiness of this bridge in the wet.
Oh, Revolution, I can't do it.
We're going on Revolution instead. It's an ART on the Rev. It's our first view of Icon, which is nearing completion now. It should be opening in a couple of months' time. And that's the big one, where we'll be heading shortly, Stevie. It was very cold. Yeah, good. It's a good first coaster of the year. And when I was stood under some shelter, still got the hoods on though. Actually, my hood stayed on the ride. Stevie's didn't. Stevie's hair is just a complete write-off now. But good to go on our first ride of the year. We're just waiting to see what's happening with the big one now. We're going to be on the second train of the year on the big one. The first 30 people to book on.
Yeah.
We're on the first train of the year, and we were number 31 and 32, so we're on the second train of the year. Yeah. We got Stevie a cup of tea, warm her up a little bit while we're waiting for the big one. I've got a cappuccino. Nice. You're just using it as a hand warmer, aren't you?
Yeah. It could be a cup of hot water on my coffee.
Yeah. It's not for their drinking.
No.
It's for their warming. We're running into a few technical hitches, aren't we?
Yeah.
The crew have just come out and said that they're debating whether they need to oil the lift hill chain.
Sounds like a big job.
Can of oil will be fine.
I don't think it's that simple.
Yeah. So we're still waiting at the moment. They have still been sending trains round. So maybe we'll get on it in a minute. Park is open to the general public now, but we'll still be on the second train of the day. As long as we're willing to stand here in the rain for a bit more. Chap's having a great time up there. Dancing to keep himself warm. See the rain dripping off the edge of the canopy here. This is the weather that we're dealing with in Blackpool today. Classic seaside weather. Just like Florida, isn't it, love?
No, it's not like Florida.
That was a stony face. A stony face then.
It's not like Florida.
It rained in Florida.
It was warm rain.
Warm rain, doesn't it? It doesn't matter when it's warm rain, does it?
This is like ice.
Ice rain. Quite a nice little section of Icon's track over here. And the collection of coasters that Blackpool has in general is amazing. We've got the steeplechase here, it's the only steeplechase coaster left in the world. And looking over there, we can see Icon, you can see the Big Dipper, you can see the big one in the background. We've got Infusion going round. Quite a collection of coasters crammed into not so much space. Scott from Pleasure Beach Experience has just been explaining what's going on. That's Stevie waving, by the way. Because it's been raining so much, the train keeps overshooting the brake run because the sensor on the brake run keeps getting rain on it, so you can't really see when the train's approaching. So they're trying to do something with that now. It has eased off a little bit with the rain, so we're holding fire for now to see if we can still get on or not. Alright, fingers crossed, we're finally going up there now. So the latest situation.
It's still cold.
Yeah, we still haven't been on yet. They decided they need to oil the chain again, which takes 15 minutes. Then they got to send a train round with sandbags on it, which obviously takes about 5 minutes to do a full lap. And then they can send one round with people on. It has stopped raining, and the sun is trying to break through the clouds. It's looking promising. It's not raining anywhere near as much as it was before, which is good. And fingers crossed, hopefully we'll be on the big one in about 20 minutes. We'll see. Making some progress. We're in the zigzags. We're about to head up to the station. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're finally about to have the first public rides of the year on the big one. Got Mike from Pleasure Beach Experience doing a bit of queue jumping. Scott telling him to play nice. And just open the station. We're getting in, Stevie. We're going in.
What is my
There we go. We got on the first public ride of the big one this year. First rain. It's running really quickly, but I think it's because it's been wet. The track's wet, wheels are wet. It was awesome. Really enjoyed that. And it didn't feel as rough as it has done in recent years. I think again because the track's wet, it's running nice and smooth.
Actually, the atmosphere was brilliant though, because obviously they were waiting for like the best part of 2 hours. Yeah, everyone's been waiting for a couple of hours, so there's lots of clapping and cheering as we set off and as we arrive back into the station. But it's a great way to kickstart the day now. Yeah. We went on Revolution earlier, but big one's the first big coaster of the year. Just figuring out what's going on next now. I think we're supposed to be going watching a presentation about Icon, but we're not sure what's happening because there's been all sorts of delays going on through no fault of Scott from Pleasure Beach Experience. He's doing his best to organise it, but you can't allow for the weather. Yeah, you've got to allow for the British weather, unfortunately, so no hard feelings at all against Pleasure Beach Experience. And thanks for having us along on the first train of the year. The atmosphere makes up for it anyway.
Yeah, great. That was really cool. We're now following some people from the Pleasure Beach PR team. And
stuck with us all day waiting in the cold, by the way.
Yeah. And they're going to give us a presentation about the 2018 season and Icon specifically, which is the new ride which is opening in the next couple of months. The weather has scared a lot of people off from Pleasure Beach today, although it's quite dry now. What? Is that you being scared off by the weather? Oh, it's you laughing, man. There's the Revolution. Someone's having a good time on there. Just heading into the Planet Rock Theatre for our presentation. We just had a really interesting presentation from some of the Pleasure Beach PR team, showing us some of the merchandise for this year and some of the stuff for Icon. They asked us not to film in there because a lot of the stuff is still under kind of lock and key at the moment, so it's kind of no cameras please. But from what we were allowed to see there, you guys are in for a treat this year. You're coming along to Blackpool. It'll be really, really good. Time for some food now. I could go for a hot dog or something. I imagine you can buy chips with the hot dog as well. Let's go have a look. This is Stevie shoving a foot-long hot dog in her face. Showing the internet food, Stevie. Is it tasty? It's not a bad hot dog actually, is it? I want to eat it quick and then get moving again because my hand's shivering. Full of food now. Oh, not full of food. We had some tasty food. Stevie's got mustard on her hand. PB radio is really loud, by the way. Yeah, copyright music. We'll talk over the copyrighted music. We're going to do something nice and gentle now after food. We don't want to go straight on back on any coasters, so we're going to head on Wallace and Gromit through Lamatic, I think. It's Wallace and Gromit. Hi, Wallace and Gromit. Here we go, heading into the Thrillamatic. Love the theming in the station in here. All the Wallace and Gromit posters. And of course the cars themselves are Wallace's slippers. They're nice and comfy for sitting in, aren't they, Stevie? And you've just had your dinner.
We've got hot dog in that.
Now, but a nice comfy sit down in Wallace's slippers. Did you have a nice time on Wallace and Gromit?
Always.
The Thrillamatic is...
saw Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, we saw Wallace and Gromit outside before. Now we're in the Wallace and Gromit shop checking out some of the merchandise. I think that's just some pirates, that. Got lots of Wallace and Gromit's t-shirt. Wallace and Gromit's? Wallace and Gromit. There's a Gromit t-shirt there. That's quite a nice t-shirt, isn't it? What's the price tag like on these? $14.99 for the t-shirts. Yeah, it's pretty good for park t-shirts. Got lots of... You can have a cheesy hat.
Oh, that feels weird. I was expecting to be like that.
Ooh, squidgy. Yeah, you can have a small cheese hat for $12.95. Oh, look at that Gromit teddy. Do you like the Gromit teddy?
I love the Gromit.
It's a very nice Gromit teddy, to be fair. Like these Gromit key rings, they're not very practical, but they're kind of cute. Yeah, $5.95. Do you want the Gromit teddy?
I do. I really do.
I've not got you a teddy for Valentine's Day yet, so I could get you that as your Valentine's Day teddy.
You should pick a Gromit.
They're all the same, aren't they?
Choose, yeah.
You want this one?
Pick me the little Gromit.
Or do you want this one?
They're both cute. You pick.
I'll get you this one. Should we get you this one? How much is this one? $14.95. Yeah, we can deal with that. We'll get you that one. Right, Stevie's got a Gromit now. Are you happy with your Gromit? Yeah, Wallace and Gromit are still hanging around over there. But it's time for us to go on some more rides, I think. Yes, yeah, that's your day made anyway. I think we might go on the Nickelodeon Streak, because I haven't been on this. Gromit's still here, by the way, in case you were wondering. I haven't been on the Nickelodeon Streak since it was originally called Roller Coaster. It's quite a nice view there with the mist, the Revolution with the big one in the background, and the Avalanche, and Icon mixed in the middle as well. Nickelodeon Street used to be called Roller Coaster, and before that, even going way back into the early 1900s, it was parts of this same ride were called the Velvet Coaster. I believe that the lift hill and certain other elements of the track are still the original parts from the Velvet Coaster back in the 1900s, so it's quite a historic ride. We go heading into Nick Street. View of the train here. Fairly short queue, should be on in a few secs. What do you think of Nick Street?
Oh, we're walking and talking.
Yeah, we'll keep walking, we'll go walking this way.
Very rickety.
It's proper old school Woody.
But it was so fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun ride, loads of airtime on there.
Yeah.
Stevie knows what airtime is now.
I've never been on that. I think even when it was, what did you say, it was roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
I don't think I've ever been on it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's fun.
Lovely, fun family coaster. It's good, like if you're sort of a young family that's never been on coasters so much anymore. I think the Nick Street could be a good introduction to grown-up coasters for the kids.
I'd go on it again.
Yeah, 'cause it's not like the drops aren't too big or anything like that. It's not too scary. It's
no,
just
it's quite gentle. It's just rickety, so...
Yeah, it's a bit rickety, but there's lots of nice padding in the seats.
Yeah, like I usually have a bad neck on rickety rides, and my neck's fine, so...
Yeah.
I think we're good.
I think we're all good. The Rugrats log flume, however, is not having a go today.
I really want to go on it because I used to be obsessed with Rugrats when I was a kid.
Not today.
Not today because it's freezing.
This area is where Trauma Towers used to be, which is now gone. And just over here is where the Wild Mouse was. They put a couple of temporary stalls there in place just to fill the gap in for the time being. I believe they're going to put some new attractions there in the near future, but
no one can hear you.
No one can hear me over the really loud prize every time stall. The gift shop by the Ice Lounge underneath the flying machines, the rockets. We've got some rather cool merchandise under here, some souvenirs. They've actually got, like that is a wheel from the big one, and Ghost Train wheels on there. A Space Invader, which is no longer here. A genuine piece of wood from the Wild Mouse, which has been removed this year. Chain Cog from Steeplechase, or Chain Dog rather, sorry. Some pretty cool pieces of merchandise.
I really like this new merchandise for the big one.
Yeah, so this is some of the stuff that we were showing in the presentation earlier. So they do a thing called Walk the Big One, where you can walk up the hill of the Big One lift hill. And this year they're giving you medals to show you that you've done it. So we've got a few of those here, lots of Big One merchandise. Pretty cool, we'll go in and have a look. Got some woolly hats here that would have been useful this morning. Yeah, classic Blackpool Pleasure Beach coffee mug.
£90, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. And classic printed photos here. I like this skyline thing that they've got going on. Like, this is really cool. And there, that t-shirt. Wouldn't mind one of those t-shirts, really nice.
It's on 15 quid.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really like that logo with the skyline of all the rides.
I can like the grey one more.
No, I kind of like the, because I've got a few like grey t-shirts from Disney. I quite like this colour.
Well, I could have the grey one, you could have two.
Yeah, it's a good situation, isn't it? Some more of these ride parts here. Really cool. They're not too badly priced either, actually.
There's some... actually buy them? I thought it was just like a little show.
No, you can buy them. Like £10 for a piece of wood from Roller Coaster. Oh, that's from the Blue Flyer. No, I forgot. A wheel from the Pepsi Max big one. Ghost Train here. How much is it for a wheel from the Pepsi Max?
Let me hold that because you're going to end up breaking
some. That's £50 for a wheel from the big one. We'll give that a miss today.
Yeah.
But it's not bad if you're a particular fan of a ride. It's a nice piece of memorabilia. Ghost Train Chain Dog.
I like the shape of that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Definitely unique souvenirs. All the Valhalla merchandise. Got some zip up. Which one's this one? It's a Valhalla hoodie there. Got some more t-shirts here with the Funshine logo on. This is a new kids range for this year. They were telling us in the presentation earlier. How much are your kids t-shirts? £12.95? That's not too bad. It's quite a nice design. Got this kind of pop art design down here. Have we done enough shopping? No.
Yeah.
We're going on some more rides.
We just spent more than I thought we would.
Yeah, we've got a couple of nice t-shirts though.
One of them's for Valentine's for you.
Yeah, one of them's a Valentine's present for me.
You got me on it.
Yeah. Now we're heading onto the Grand National, which is a racing wooden roller coaster. You get to choose your side, which one you're going to go on.
We always go on this side, we always lose.
Yeah, we'll go on this side. Grand National, by the way. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a draw.
It was like, why? I won't even win or lose.
But it was a draw.
Also,
Racing roller coaster, and it was a draw.
Still not working.
Yeah, it looks like they're having problems with Avalanche today, so no Avalanche for us.
Avalanche is my favourite. Actually, no, it used to be my favourite ride before Wallace and Gromit. It's my favourite Blackpool ride that's not.
Favourite coaster?
It's my favourite Blackpool ride that's not. What's the word? Like actually Blackpool's rather than.
IP, it's intellectual property.
That's the word.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, it's zoomed in. This is Stevie's Avalanche dance because we've just seen a train with people on it going around Avalanche. So looks like we're in luck. So this was supposed to be our first ride today. Probably end up being one of our last ones for the day. But in fact, I wouldn't mind going doing the Alice ride as well. Maybe the Ghost Train as well if we got time. But yes, Avalanche. It's these guys again. We didn't hear this music enough this morning, did we, Stevie?
I usually love this music, but today it's been the bane of my life.
It's your favourite song?
I like Teddy Bears still.
Yeah, dancing teddy bears. Teddy bear Oompa band's pretty cool. Let's go head on. Queue's a little bit too long for Avalanche. They've only got one train running, and from our experience when we last came in September, that's at least 30 to 40 minutes queue for Avalanche. So
it's a ride that we live quite local to this park, so
yeah,
we can get on it any time.
Yeah,
really.
we'll definitely be back a good few times this year, so not too stressed out about not getting on loads of particular rides.
I got to see it running, so that was it.
Yeah, we saw the Avalanche running. We know it's back up and running, but that queue time's a little bit too much now for this time of day.
Yeah.
Go and get a couple more.
If it was a bit warmer, maybe.
Yeah, it was a bit warmer, but it's kind of cold to just keep standing around for that long at the moment. We're gonna head up, have a wander over when Simply Red's finished playing really loud. Get up, Simply Red. Anyway, we're gonna have a walk over towards the Alice in Wonderland ride, because I can't remember if I've ever been on it, and it's supposed to be a classic dark ride, and I like a good dark ride, so we're gonna give it a go, I think. Another view of the classic Blackpool Pleasure Beach skyline here. We've got the big one, we've got Icon, we've got Infusion through the back there, the Big Dipper here in front. The big one carries on all the way around there. Racing cars thing here. Avalanche above us. It's really amazing how ride intensive they call it this park is. It's just so many rides crammed into such a small place, it's amazing. Right, here we go. It's the Alice in Wonderland ride. It's obviously not based on the Disney version, this is the classic version of Alice in Wonderland, or Alice's Wonderland as it says on there. You can see the little Cheshire Cat style cars. We've got the Mad Hatter and Alice herself there, and you can even have a sit on the bench with the Mad Hatter if you want. Quite enjoyed that.
Someone who comes to Blackpool a lot needs to answer me this question. I've wondered it since I was a kid. In the Alice in Wonderland ride, why does it play I've Got a Golden Ticket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I think it's just a very similar sounding song. I don't think it actually is that.
It is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It always has been. For as long as I can remember, it's been Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So,
tell him it is that.
Leave us a comment. Let us know, is it I've Got a Golden Ticket, or is it just something that sounds very similar?
I've Got a Golden Ticket. It's all just argument.
Last ride of the day is the Ghost Train. Ghost Train was fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. We both jumped a couple of times, to be honest. It was a werewolf that spooked me because I saw it and I didn't realise it was going to jump.
The werewolf didn't spook me. That loud noise does.
Yeah, the loud sirens towards the end. That was interesting.
But there's like a modern twist on it now that never used to be there. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's in a photo frame.
Yeah, a couple of bits.
For anyone who has been on it, will know what I'm talking about. I hate that.
That was the last year when we went on it.
It was, but it terrifies me and I don't like it.
I think since we went on it last year, they've tidied up a few of the effects, fixed a few bits again, I think. I enjoyed it. Yeah. And I think it was a nice way to finish off. One final view of the Pleasure Beach. Love that view of the big one there. You've got the whole ride in. The first drop coming round to the turnaround here. And it's been a good day.
It has. It's been very cold, but it has been a really good day.
Thank you very much for watching today. Before I forget, thank you very much to Pleasure Beach Experience, in particular Scott, for doing all the organising.
Yeah.
We had a really good day. I know we had a load of hitches in there, all completely outside of Scott's control, and he did his best to handle them all in the situation.
But the atmosphere more than made up for it. It was a really good atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere when we set off on that first big one train with everyone clapping and cheering.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Really good to be on the first public train of the big one this year. And the whole day in general was really good, and there was really interesting presentation as well that we saw on Icon and the merchandise for this year as well. Overall, really good day. And
we're definitely looking forward to attending more events as well.
Definitely.
Do a few, don't we?
Yeah, we'll put a link to Pleasure Beach Experience. They have their own YouTube channel. We'll put a link to that in the description, and check them out on Facebook as well, Pleasure Beach Experience. They organise events here at Blackpool and at other parks all around Europe and the rest of the world on a regular basis. So it's definitely worth checking them out. We've had a really good day today, and I'd recommend coming along to a Pleasure Beach Experience event in the future.
And they're really nice guys, they're really friendly, really easygoing.
Yeah, really nice guys. Yeah. And it was great to meet them, so we've been speaking to them online for a good few months, so great to finally meet them. With that said, we're going to leave it there for today. We're going to get back in the nice warm car and say goodbye to Blackpool for today. We'll be back very soon for our first rides on Icon when that opens in a couple of months' time.
I'm excited for Icon.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you subscribe to follow our adventures. We'll see you guys soon.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.